So I just wanted to take a minute and talk to you guys because today is a really big day for me. It's been 18 months since I've been on medication for my sleeping disorder. You know, every month that goes by, I'm really, really thankful to no longer be on Ritalin. It was the fall of 2013, and I was diagnosed with idiopathic hypersomnia, where essentially I sleep on average 10 to 12 hours a night. And I didn't, at that point in time, I had no idea what I could do. I was on some meds and then my insurance stopped covering them. Nothing is FDA approved for my diagnoses. So I ended up going on Ritalin essentially out of desperation. I got to a point where the meds that I was on, the insurance company was fighting them. And I called my doctor one day and said, I can't continue to do this anymore. I'm sleeping all the time. I feel like I'm going backwards. And they prescribed me Ritalin. I had fought being on Ritalin for quite a while before then, but out of desperation, I said, okay, if that's the only thing that we can do, I'll do it. And thankfully, I ended up having a sleep study, got my official diagnoses, even though I had been showing symptoms for about 2 years prior to my official diagnoses. We had tried several things before then. So it would have been September 12th, 2013, I traveled to Burlington. I went and saw a sleep specialist. And I knew when I went there that I was not going to be on Ritalin anymore. I wasn't putting my body through that anymore. It made me really shaky. It didn't make my brain clear at all. And part of the symptoms of my diagnoses is to have we call it a foggy brain. It's hard to describe if you've never experienced it before. It's just if you're sleepy all the time, when you're really, really tired and you just can't think straight, that's how I was 24/7. And it didn't matter if I had just woken up or, if I had just woken up, if I had just taken a several-hour nap, I always was very, very foggy. So I went to the sleep specialist, and I remember sitting in his office and telling him I was not willing to be on Ritalin anymore, even if that meant that I had to find something else, find another way. I asked him if there was anything natural that I could do. And his words to me were, I don't know, you'd have to go see a naturalist. He had been, trained, he had gone to med school, all this stuff, and he had no idea what he could do for me other than prescribing me meds. So at that point, he did prescribe me meds, but again, the insurance company fought it. I would go to the pharmacy, and they would say that a prior authorization was required. I'd call the doctor's office to get that prior authorization, and they would tell me that one was not required. I went back and forth for probably 3 weeks before I said, screw it, I'm going to do this on my own. And I don't think that's necessarily the best way, because I think that, for a lot of diagnoses, you really need the help of a doctor. But for me, it was more stressful to continue trying to be the go-between for the pharmacy and the doctor's office. And I don't think any patient should ever have to do that. Stress increased my symptoms, so thankfully I have been able to find another way. Every single day, this beautiful little shake seems to help. It's helped me as far as my nutrient levels, my vitamin levels, making sure that I have the nutrients that I need every single day. So it has helped with my energy levels. Working out has helped with my energy levels. And I'm so very, very fortunate because not everybody with my diagnoses is able to work out. Sometimes a simple workout for them will make them sleep for hours. So I'm really lucky. But I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit about my story, and let you know that today I am celebrating 18 months of being med-free.